This Friday on You Plug.
This year has been a beautiful year.
Baby plug has landed.
4 years. Was it intentional? Can we expect another one coming?
Children are gifts from God. Jessica has carried Tepi for 9 months. She's already tired.
Romance can die with the presence of the baby. How do you...
This is how romance looks like now at
okay.
my house. Pregnancy and those, they come with different challenges. About 3 to 4 or even 5 months of
fasting.
Last year, there was serious fasting. I might potentially do some things that Jessica may never find out. It's going to be hunger, serious hunger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I won't. Oh, this is the I do.
Oh yeah, this is the I do.
And you did.
I did.
And
man.
you're doing.
Hey, I'm still doing.
Romance and Parenthood with Mac and Oups.
Hi friends and family, welcome to You Plug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in. Thank you for joining us this beautiful day. We are excited to have you as always. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for joining us, Beke. We are always happy to have you. If you are not familiar with these faces, let me start with myself. I am Mac. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God. I'm blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God, to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into the wonderful light of relationships.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I am not alone.
Nagi opa wa garamalega gimnari nomsubiro gata fasa wa shadro gatagas gingi dan gamazul gamna tutursa gi gobel tabatur marubutul komadi tsani buda komo otare motu. And as always, Meg, I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited primarily because it's my anniversary. I'm over the moon, man.
Right.
I'm excited. Okay. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for joining us, guys. If you are here for the first time, as Meg has already said, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that when we upload new content, you will be notified.
And we are having this session because we want to, when we started this channel, the first topic was when are you getting married and when are you having babies?
Oh yeah, sure.
This year has been a beautiful year where those questions are going to be answered.
Some of them are being answered.
Some of them are being
yeah, sure.
In the past few weeks, we were dealing with Mac's engagement, and now we're dealing with Oups, the father, the baby, Taima.
Yes. Baby plug has landed.
If on the 22nd of July, 2021, we were busy with other productions. The other production was being manufactured and it was delivered.
Oh yeah, sure.
To the doors of the Ramalekanas.
Oh yeah, sure.
We actually wanted to have her here. What happened?
Huh?
We actually wanted to have Baby Plug here.
Oh yeah, I mean, guys, we did bring Baby Plug here just 2 minutes ago, just before we were about to record.
Yeah.
She started crying, so her mother took her home, but we brought her here. We wanted her to meet her aunts and uncles right here.
Oh, Uncle Plug and Auntie Plug.
Oh yeah, so we will bring her again.
Yeah.
We will assess and bring her and let her meet her aunts and uncles.
Yeah. No, sure. But I think it will happen again.
Oh yeah, sure.
I think it will happen again. But a happy anniversary to you.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Thanks.
How does it feel? 5 years.
Man, it feels like, I mean, I know it has become a cliche, but it feels like it was just yesterday. It feels like it was just yesterday when we were standing at the altar and saying, I do.
Hey.
And then I did for the past 5 years.
You did what?
Yeah, I did.
What?
What I said I do too, I did. I did.
We need to have Jess here.
Just to assess. Just to assess if I
something.
did. Yeah, no, but I'm excited. I can only give credit to God.
Sure.
I mean, bringing all these two people together from different parts of South Africa, different life experiences, just I mean, like I said, marriage is hard work, but
Sure.
but God has kept us through this. Not only God, but our willingness to make it work. Yeah. So I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to many more with Jess, Tsepi, and Theano.
Sure. No, I'm looking forward to many more.
Yeah.
Myself.
Yeah.
Oops, we are here on UPlug. We want to, we're all about relationships and,
Oh, yeah,
and
sure,
godly
sure.
relationships. And you have recently become a father. You have recently become a father, and how's the feeling? And I wish Tsepi was here so that she can, when you lie, you just say, but how's that experience? How's that experience been?
Man, well, maybe I should first clarify that
Yeah.
Tsepi is our first biological child,
Sure.
but we have a son, Theano, that
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has been part of our lives, and he turned 4 this year. So we love him so much. He brings us so much joy. So Tsepi is number 2, but our first biological
Sure.
child.
Sure.
Obviously, with Theano, we didn't have these experiences of having to wake up, having to stay awake, and all of those things. But the feeling, man, is it's amazing, but also humbling at the same time.
Sure.
That you have been entrusted with this responsibility to shape, to instill godly values, and to guide, to discern God and guide this precious life toward that purpose. It's beautiful.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, it sounds like something I want to do.
I trust you.
It's like I said, we started this journey with the question, when are you having babies? 4 years. 4 years.
Yeah.
What was it intentional?
Today is our 5th, ne? Yeah.
Okay.
Just,
I'm so stuck on.
I'm just throwing it out there.
No, but for she only came close to the 5th year.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the
sure.
the decision. This is your first biological child.
Yeah, sure.
So was that the plan from the onset?
It's a tricky question.
Sure.
One thing that we knew, my wife and I knew that at the early stages of our of our relationship, maybe like 2 years, 3 years, we were just intentionally made a decision that we just want to get to know each other before we will have a child, if we will have any. So for the first 2-3 years, I would say maybe it was our doing, because I cannot fully credit ourselves to that. Yeah, but we've made a conscious decision to say we want to get to know each other first, and just enjoy this marriage, the two of us. Yeah.
And what was because we know that a child is not a right. It is not a matter of, if I do this, then a child will come, but it's a blessing from God, as we believe. How was her entry into your lives now? You've enjoyed your lives.
Yeah, sure.
You've gotten to know each other. What I'm trying to say is that did the dynamics change in terms of, let me put it this way. Had she come earlier, how do you feel that would have? Do you feel like you were settled enough to receive her?
You know, that's the beauty of living life within the context of the sovereignty of God, right? We are grateful to God that she came at this point in our in our lives. We would still be grateful if she came any other time, because children are gifts from God. But we are glad that she came now. Like I've said in one of the videos that, you know, our first few maybe 2 years after we just got married, those were very difficult times for us. I mean, financially and otherwise. So it was a very challenging time. We went through serious rough patch that we can only look back and say, God knows better. So we are grateful that we have her now. I
Sure.
think I
Yeah,
want to share from answer.
children are a gift from God. Please, I receive that gift.
Receive it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Because where I'm going with that is, would you advocate for? Here I am. I'm going into it, into the space of marriage, and according to our beliefs is that children should come within the context of
marriage. Yeah, sure.
marriage. So I'm going into marriage, and I'm thinking now. Here is Mac thinking. Obviously, we're not trying to make a prescription that this is how it should be. But here is Mac. You're sitting down with Mac, and you ask, and Mac is asking you, would you advise that Mac goes in same time? And make the production and get the gift, receive the gift that the Lord has blessed us
sure.
with.
I mean, if that's doable, of course, there's always provided. There's always space for God's plans and stuff. But I cannot necessarily, as you have said, I cannot necessarily be prescriptive. But I mean, marriage has different phases. There's a dating phase where we get to know each other. There's where we get engaged to be married, where we still need to figure out who are we within the context of this defined term, engagement.
Sure.
And then you have now getting married. You still have to navigate, because there are some things that you will learn about a person in every stage of your relationship. So I am grateful that I got to know Jessica before Tsepi and Theano come.
Sure.
Yeah. So I wouldn't. For me, I mean, everybody will do what.
You're playing it safe.
Yeah. No. For me, I mean, everybody will do what. But if I was to advise, I would say, get to know each other together first. Yeah. I would say get to know each other together first, not by assuming responsibilities, because you might miss some aspect of who the person is when they have a child, because when they're occupied with being a child, they're a mother. It's different dynamics altogether, which you need to get to know them. But also it's also beautiful to know them outside of being a mother. Then you will be able to know, because pregnancy and those, they come with different challenges. Then you'll be able to know that maybe this is hormones, maybe this is just bad mood, but if you immediately start there and all of those things come, you may define that person based on how they are reacting or relating to you during that time of their
So Tsepi has brought some part of you out that you have not necessarily been aware of.
That's for sure. I mean, kids has a tendency to do that. I've seen with Theano. I've learned patience with him, and now with Tsepi, I'm also still learning patience. I'm still learning to define myself and my role in this person's life, and some other things that I didn't know about myself. That sometimes I get tired, and sometimes I can be grumpy when I am tired.
So it's interesting because now it sounds like it's not business as usual with the presence of Tsepi, and
no, that's for sure. It's not.
It goes without. I'm sure it goes without say, but there's things that we may be oblivious to. What could some of those obvious things or non-obvious things be that change the dynamics? Something as easy as time.
I mean.
So balancing time with Tsepi and the mother, or balancing time with your other engagements. And how do you manage your time?
I mean, Mac, it's a serious adjustment, man. It's a serious adjustment. Like now, during the day, I have to come to work. At least in the first week 2, I was able to be flexible at work, but now I have to go back to work. I'm working during the day. Tepi sleeps most part of the day,
Sure.
and at night Tepi has to be awake. She wakes up throughout the night. I have to watch her. I have to be there and watch her and be so much tired that I will now when I have to commit to something, it has to be absolutely important or necessary
Sure.
for me to be able to do it, because I've realized I don't have as much time as I would have, as I hope I do have. Yeah.
So U-Plug is worth it.
Yeah, no, I mean, U-Plug is life to me.
Yeah.
One person once said, never stop doing things that set you ablaze, that set you on fire.
Oh.
U-Plug sets me on fire.
Oh.
When I do U-Plug,
Oh.
I get new strength. It's not, U-Plug is part of my business.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You heard it for yourselves, friends and family. But as soon as we end this recording, I'm gonna be left packing alone because Timer has to go and attend to to baby Plug.
Oh yeah, sure. No, don't worry, I've got you.
Anything that you want to say to upcoming parents or those who are on the journey of marriage, going into?
I mean, one of the questions that I'm going to answer, even if you did not ask me, because at U-Plug we say we want to understand, we seek to understand the romantic relationship as God's design for humanity, or God's gift to humanity. I would like to respond to a question: how does a romantic relationship look like in this context?
Sure.
There is Tepi, my wife, Theano, exhaustion, tired, and all of those things. How does romantic relationship looks like for me? And I think it's in those. You see, Jessica has carried Tepi for 9 months.
Yeah.
She's already tired, and she has to breastfeed. I've made a commitment for her. This is how romance looks like now at my house.
Sure.
It's in the small things, like when she's breastfeeding, I'll say, let me help her burp. I will take Tepi. When she burps, I will give her back. I will when Tepi cries, I voluntarily say, can I have her? Then I take her and I try to help her to not cry. I ask Jessica, can I offer you tea? Can I offer you something to eat?
Sure.
So that Jessica can rest as much as possible. Now we are trying. There's no there's no prescription of saying this is how things work. So now we are even trying to put her to a bottle at night, so that Jessica will be able to rest. To rest, and I will be awake and watch Tepi, and I will maneuver. I will work around my day, whether I will be tired or what. I will find time to squeeze a nap. Jessica's tiredness, exhaustion, emotional stability, and her needs.
Sure.
It's way heavier than I can comprehend. What I'm explaining is the little that I can comprehend, as far as what she's going through emotionally, physically, and psychologically. But all I can do is to come alongside us in those small things as we parent Tepi together.
It's interesting, the question that you or what you're bringing up now. I think it comes with the presupposition that romance can die.
Oh yeah.
With the presence of the baby.
It can, particularly if it's confined to sexual activities. It can completely die, because once someone give birth, you have to give their body needs to rest. They need to heal from all of those things. So if you have only defined romance in the context of sexual activities, then it will die, because you will have
That's
time.
all that you have.
Yeah, because you will have there will be time from the
Fasting.
there was serious fasting from the last month or so of pregnancy to the first few months to some people of pregnancy. So you will have to. We are looking at about 3 to 4 or even 5
Yeah.
months of camping. So if you have really defined and confined romance on that, it's going to be hunger, serious hunger, and that's when other people will go out and go and have sexual relations with other people.
How yeah, so I'm getting more interested. How do you protect that then? In that you're saying people will then hence they go out because sexual activity is what they've limited romance to,
or primarily
yeah. So yeah, my question is how do you how do you, because there are people who are already in the marriage space, and some might be expecting a baby soon, some are already having that baby, and they have been deprived, like you're saying, for 4 months, 5 months, and it perhaps that doesn't even translates to them as though their wife is not loving them, and that how do you come out of that mindset?
I mean, that's a very critical question, but very big too. You see, for me, it's all in the foundation. Upon what have you built your relationship? For me personally, as I've said, I'm not going to be prescriptive, but for me, it's a deep love for God that translates to how I love Jessica. Love the Lord your God, love your neighbor as yourself. In this case, Jessica will be my neighbor, would be the next person, would be the next image of God himself. Understanding that there is no way that I will hurt Jessica and God will not be hurt. So I wouldn't want to compromise that relationship. So my relationship with Jessica is, but the foundation of that relationship, it's love, a deep commitment to one another, but also deep commitment to Christ. That I know that I might potentially do some things that Jessica may never find out. But I know in my heart of heart that God will see. God sees me. God knows. So it's protecting that relationship with God, but also loving this person so much that there are other things that I love about her other than sexual exchange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm making a man too.
No, it is.
Yeah.
And it needs to be tamed. But also the other thing, it's communication. It's empathy.
Sure.
You will know that under normal circumstances, this person will not mind sexual exchange. Will not mind intimate love with me under normal circumstances. But this is a different circumstance. I need to understand. I need to bear with that person. I need to understand through thick and thin, for better, for worse, during this time.
Oh, this is the I do.
Oh yeah, this is the I do.
And you did.
I did.
And
man.
you're doing.
Hey, I'm still doing. Yeah.
Friends and family, that's it from us. Please send in your anniversary wishes. If you have any questions for Oups, if you have any comments regarding this, I think this was a very deep and intimate conversation.
Yeah, sure.
And it just goes back to the foundations of where your love starts and begins, and what you primarily base your love on. Because if you started on the wrong footing, then it's I don't want to say it's bound to fail, but it is likely to.
Yeah, you are setting it up for failure.
That's just it. So Oups, any closing words? I know I did say that.
Yeah, I think for me, the question that we need to continue to ask ourselves as we engage in relationships, it's a question that Rev Errol has said in the conversation that we had with him.
Yeah.
What is it that you want to achieve with this relationship?
Sure.
Based on that, what that commitment to achieve that particular whatever that you have, you have defined. You need to work towards that. So
Sure.
define your relationship. Define your romance.
Sure.
But also understand that you are also not perfect. You have your own flaws. You have your own challenges.
Yeah.
And be sympathetic and have some empathy as you navigate this romantic relationship. So answer the question: what is it that you want to achieve with this relationship? Yeah, for me, I want a happy marriage. That's what I wanted to achieve. Yeah.
Can we expect another one coming? Friends and family, we are glad to have you. Thank you for being with us. It has been a great session. Opa needs to answer this.
Yeah, and that's okay. It's okay. God willing. Let me answer that. God willing. It's not those things that you say, I want to work hard. It's not an achievement.
Yeah.
It's not like it's an achievement that you want to put in.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't,
it's what we talked about when you have a baby finally, and then they ask, when are you having the second one?
Yeah.
After they've been asking.
If you were to ask my wife wife would say never, because of the process. It's very difficult and stuff. But also, I mean, we just say God willing. But it's not something that we say. If we have baby, we do not define our marriage in terms of babies and expanding families. And there are many other people who can expand families. No, we are fine. If we're entrusted with that responsibility, we are fine. If not, it's still okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. So friends and family, thank you for tuning in. Thanks, Meg. It was a great show. I enjoyed answering those questions.
Sure.
Yeah. So guys, from the two of us, remain plugged, remain connected, and happy anniversary to me.
Yes.
Thank you from Meg and Oups. Remain plugged. Ciao.
Ciao.
This production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.